up second down.
I mean, you could see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And so his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. Keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Keep it together! Hey, 73!
Will not get past the line. He's held up at 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they took the job on 1st down, more to come. Once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running room, just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Beauty sneak coming, and he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Offense in the hurry up here. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Eagles pick it up and get points on the ensuing drive. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Well, this play going under review by the officials.
The previous play is under review.
Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football. And that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
So they wanted to take another look, and that turned out to be a good decision. The call on the field overturned. 1st and 10, it's over. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Able to get it to Moore. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to the link right after this. We're ready to go in the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at second and pretty short. Young on the play action. Escapes out to the left. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. That was almost a huge play with an interception.
But fortunately, he was able to fall on it, and they will maintain possession. Well, they're going to face fourth down now, Brock, but hey, could be a whole lot worse. Very nearly a turnover there until that sideline saved him.
Yeah, even if this drive is coming to an end, they'll get to do so now, Kate, on their own terms. Get that punter out there and hopefully get their defense a much better field position to defend from.
Salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You could just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Blackshear on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Carolina offense headed out now. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. Young up 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
It's made by Chuba Hubbard. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business with a total ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check down outlet on short goals.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Hubbard. He's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stop for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and 12
situation every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle. In this case, run him right out of bounds.
Here he is on 3rd and long. It's caught. That's Thielen. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do it in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Good. Let's keep the pressure on him, offense.
Hurts down from the gun. On the move. He runs out of bounds a yard or 2 behind the line. Couldn't get all the way back. That's going to count as a sack.
You know, Kate, that's one of those situations where the game just, I think, speeds up on the QB a little bit. He doesn't flip it out of bounds before he goes out. It's going to end up as a sack on the stat sheet for the defense, and they earned it with effort, chasing him all the way to the sidelines.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Rolling left, buying some time.